fanfare and the school fight song. At this time, would you please stand and remove your headwear for the playing of our national anthem in the Altoona Area High School alma mater. An Altoona band tradition, the Downfield Lion performed to the band's signet march, Barnum and Bailey's Favorites. Now let's hear some Mountain Lion spirit with the Hay Song.
ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Mansion Park Stadium for Week 3 of high school football action as we bring you your Altoona Mountain Lions hosting the Allderdice Dragons. This is Doug Sipes along with Chris Strawmeyer and the Mountain Lion television crew bringing you live action tonight on YouTube. Chris, how are you tonight, and what do we got to look forward to tonight?
Well, doing well. Looks like the rain maybe has passed, the monsoon, should I say, that we got earlier. Luckily, that has passed. Looks like we're going to have some decent weather. It's cooled down just a bit. The last couple weeks, these guys have been cramping up, so that's been an issue here in August, late August, early September for these guys. But looking forward to a great game. Allderdice is coming in at 0-2. They've had a little bit of trouble scoring. They've only scored 2 touchdowns in 2 games. So the Mountain Lions, who have given up some points in the first game and then had a shutout in the second game, so been up and down defensively. But offensively, they have really been putting some points on the board. Connor McCarthy has thrown for 5 touchdown passes. Scotty Lawhead has caught 2 and ran for 2. Connor Adams has run for 1 and caught 1. So the Mountain Lions have been putting some points on the board, and they've come in bunches with some big plays.
Mitch Lawhead.
Mitch Lawhead. Scott would be his brother. That's the thing. We've been here so long. We do this all the time. I always, and I'm really guilty of that. I call people by brothers' names.
So Altoona will hope to continue their momentum from last week of their absolute crushing of Williamsport when they came to town. And again, we had a lot of rain that night as well. So tonight we've got a good crowd here at Mansion Park. It's elementary night, and we fans are looking forward to a pretty good matchup.
Yeah, I mean, the big interesting question tonight is, who's the real Mountain Lion team? Is it the team that couldn't tackle against Hollidaysburg, looked awful, couldn't stop anybody? Or is it the team that was relentless last week with turnovers in the backfield with negative plays and shut out a Williamsport team that scored 62 the week before in 1 half?
Right.
So they definitely played well last week, and they didn't play so well in the first game. So which is the real Mountain Lion team? It'll be interesting to find out here.
So right now on the field, we have the coin toss and the honorary captain for tonight. The honorary captain tonight, we honor 2010 distinguished alum Brian Camoy. He's from the class of 1989. He's the honorary captain. Brian is the Deputy Associate Administrator for Mission Support at the Federal Emergency Management Agency at FEMA. And in that role, he leads an organization of approximately 700 full-time and many more temporary personnel who provide 5 lines of business services to support FEMA's critical mission, which is information technology, including like cybersecurity, human capital, procurement, security, physical and personnel, administrative services, including like facilities, occupational health, safety and privacy, records management, all kinds of stuff. Brian's a graduate of Dickinson College and George Washington University Law School, and his public service includes the White House National Security Council and the Department of Health and Human Services. He's accompanied tonight by his wife Laura and his daughters Kara, who's 14, and Julia, who is 12. So Coach Felix and the Mountain Lion football team and everybody here tonight would like to honor Brian Camoy. So we commend Brian on his public service and hope he spurs on the Mountain Lions to another victory tonight.
Well, that's a lot of accomplishments there. There's a lot of names in his title. Deputy Associate Administrator for Mission Support at the Federal Emergency Management Agency.
He's got a lot of responsibility.
That's different than just a plumber.
That's right.
Yeah, he's got a lot of responsibility, yeah. So I think the Mountain Lions will come out and receive here to start the game.
So Mitch Lawhead and number 83, Kyle Murray, are back for the Mountain Lions.
Let's go, Shane!
Looks like Henry Bump kicking off for Allderdice, number 15. About ready to get this thing underway.
And And here we go, first quarter of action. There's the kickoff right to Lawhead. Bounces, he picks it up at the 8. He's going to get out across the 20 and get to the 25-yard line before he's brought down by, it looks like, number 26, Mike Jackson.
So sets Mountain Lions up, decent field position here to get this first drive going. Looking for more of the same that we've seen all year, the run-pass option package that the Mountain Lions like to run, quick bubble screens, quick slants, jet sweeps, a lot of speed type plays.
McCarthy looking, ball bounced before it went into the hands of Jonah Brandt. Just kind of a low throw there.
And there was your slant. McCarthy just not real accurate on that first throw.
They do it again, and this time he is, and Jonah Brandt gets out to about the 31-yard line, so it'll bring up 3rd and 3.
And they just have the reads at the line of scrimmage, and if it's there, they'll take that play. If not, they'll run the ball.
So again, no score yet. 11:28 left here in the first quarter. 3rd and 3 on their own 32 for the Mountain Lions. And McCarthy, nice pitch back to Lawhead, who picks up the first down and a few more. He'll get out to the 39.
Nice job by Lawhead finding the crease and heading out to the 39-yard line. I thought there was going to be an offside there, but
yeah, they didn't.
Apparently he didn't jump. He jumped, but not across the line of scrimmage.
This time McCarthy keeps it, and he will get nothing, just back to the line of scrimmage. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 from their own 39 for the Mountain Lions.
And that's that read option play. McCarthy will read the defensive end and either keep it or give. It was the right call. The defensive end was in Lawhead's face, but nobody else blocked up front. No play would have worked on that particular arrangement.
Ball is complete out to, was that
Lawhead?
Mitch Lawhead again.
And that's, you know, on 2nd down and long, you want to get halfway, and that's exactly what they did. It brings up a 3rd and 5, which is manageable.
Man in motion for the Mountain Lions. Pitch out to Lawhead again. He picks up the first down again.
Nice job of blocking out there. Mitch Luciano, number 8, keeping his block. That particular play depends on wide receivers blocking, and the Mountain Lions did a good job on that, keeping contact with their guy.
Lawhead up the middle, and he will lose a yard as big number 75, Solomon Johnston.
So there's Solomon Johnston and there's Justin Salmon.
Yeah.
Both of them are big 300-pounders that play inside for Allderdice. Look for number 72 and number 75 to plug up that middle for the Dragons.
Connor Adams in motion. They give it to him. He tries to get to the outside, and he will pick up at least 3 on the play. The yard they lost, and 2 more.
And so they run that jet sweep to the short side of the field. And many times you'll see them run it to the long side of the field. But it only got a couple. Allderdice did a good job with the outside contain there. Turned it up inside.
So 9:16 left, no score in the first quarter. 3rd and 9 for the Mountain Lions. McCarthy looks downfield, had a man open, and I'll tell you what, perfect timing by, is that number 10?
Rayshawn Harvey.
Rayshawn Harvey just perfect time on that play
Yeah.
and broke it up.
Jonah Brandt would have been a very, very tough catch. I mean, you know, you might say that he was hit a hair early, but it was clearly a good play.
Yeah.
And Allderdice will get the ball back.
Musselman punts for Mountain Lions and brought down immediately by number 44 for the Mountain Lions, Adrian Snezik.
No fair catch, Rayshawn Harvey. Now, he does have a punt return on the year for Allderdice. 75-yard, I'm sorry, it was a kickoff return, 75-yard kickoff return. So he's a dangerous player. Matter of fact, he has both their touchdowns on the year, Rayshawn Harvey. He caught a pass from 6'5" Dalen Duger that we'll see here. And he has that kickoff return for a touchdown. They're their only 2 scores of the year.
So Dalen Duger, the senior quarterback for Allderdice. And a little confusion as to where the
I was going to say, why
ball
was
was going to be.
I don't know why the ball was on the far hash. So the Mountain Lions have gone down and scored on their first possession in each of their first 2 games. Not successful here today. Allderdice does a good job containing them.
Handoff will get pretty much nothing actually on that play. Maybe even lose a yard. That was to number 11, Rayshawn Caldwell.
Yeah, Caldwell had really nowhere to go. Mountain Lions trying to play that contain, disciplined defense. They all flew to the ball the first game against Hollidaysburg, and in game 2 against Williamsport, they tried to stay with their responsibilities, and they did a much better job.
Keeper and Dalen Duger.
On the carry.
Connor Adams tripped him up over there. There was nobody else behind him.
He might have been off to the races there.
They like to run that quarterback power play. Just block man-on-man, ISO, and let the quarterback run. He is their leading rusher. Number 1, Dalen Duger.
Third and 3. And we're going to have a penalty.
And that's in the holding zone, thrown by the umpire. Typically that's a hold on the offense, and I believe that's coming back.
So instead of a third,
I think Duggar might even have had the first down.
Yeah, he might have had the first down. It's going to be a 3rd and 10. Duggar keeps it, and he's not going to get the first down.
And that was a good job by the Mountain Lions, not allowing the quarterback to get the 10 yards necessary. They'll punt the ball away. Mountain Lions should get good field position out of this.
So it'll be 4th and 3 from their own 15 with about 6:40 left here in the first quarter. Again, no score. Altoona against Allderdice. And that punt was tipped and blocked, picked up by Number 26 for the Mountain Lions, and he's going to get into.
Out of bounds.
Oh no, he's out.
They called him out of bounds.
Called him out. That was picked off by number 26, Brandon Shunk.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know who got in there to tip that.
I didn't see either, and that was a strange play. You don't see that very often. Blocked, and one of the up guys turns around, and it's right in his lap, and he catches it and almost runs it in for a touchdown. Mountain Lions take over at the 3-yard line.
So 1st and goal from the 3. Brant Adams here to the near side, but they don't need him because Mitch Lawhead just powered his way into the end zone, and the Mountain Lions take a 6-0 lead here with 6:17 in the first quarter here at Mansion Park on elementary night.
Yeah, Lawhead with the direct snap just powered his way into the end zone. And they like to do that down there. They typically, McCarthy's out of the game or spread out wide down there inside the 10, and they'll run Lawhead on the direct snap, or they'll bring Marcus Day in, the young sophomore, to run their goal line package down there.
The kick is up from Andrew Eisel, and it is good. 7-0 Mountain Lions.
So, they didn't get the score in the first series, but that's all right. One play later, they end up getting a score here, going up 7-0.
Defense did a nice job coming through, and Mountain Lions and Bailey Musselman will kick off.
Mountain Lions in the middle of a rare 4-game homestand to start the season, which is, very unique to play first 4 games at home like this. They won't go on the road.
Next week is Chambersburg.
Chambersburg
right?
at home next week. They don't go on the road till the 21st of September at CD East. So, it's kind of rare that you can have 4 games under your belt before you finally go on the road. Mountain Lions got to take advantage of these home games here early, and they seem to be doing that so far. Save that first game against Allderdice.
And Musselman's kick is away, fielded at the 10 by number 21. He's William Tooks, brought down by number 35, Tyrone Deloach.
So one of the keys tonight is to stop Duggar. He is he's one of their most potent offensive weapons. He doesn't throw the ball all that much. They've maybe only thrown 10, 12 passes all year, not that many. They keep the ball on the ground for the most part.
And here they go. Number 11 picks up the first down. That's Rayshawn Caldwell.
Big hole there on the right side of the Mountain Lions line. Caldwell does a good job finding the hole, scampering ahead for a nice gainer.
First and 10 from their own 39 with 5:45 left here in the first quarter. Again, Mountain Lions up 7-0 here on Allderdice. And the handoff is messed up, so Duggar will keep it, but he will lose about 7 on the play, maybe 6.
Nice play by Mitch Lawhead getting in the backfield, knocking Duggar down for a big loss.
Duggar looked to the left for Rayshawn Caldwell, and he was coming on the right of him, and just kind of a broken play.
And that, that's a little bit of a setback like that. Sets your team backward and makes it tough. Now you're second and 16.
So about 5 minutes left here in the first quarter. 7-0 Mountain Lions. 2nd and 16. Duggar's going to run it himself.
Fumble
in the Mountain Lions. Recover.
Mike Focarelli jumped on that. Sets the Mountain Lions up in business again. Duggar fighting for that extra yard, just doesn't hold on to the football, and costly turnover for the Dragons. You get a team on their heels, you get a turnover right here. A lot of times you see teams go right up top right away, try to take advantage of the momentum and see if they can't get a long score. Mountain Lions, a little bit of confusion. They're going to call a timeout here.
So with 4:50 left here in the first, up 7-0, Mountain Lions call timeout. And to talk things over.
So Allderdice, we don't know much about them. They played Kiski area. We used to play them in the Whippeal. Kiski area beat them 24-9. Then they went to Wheeling last week and played Wheeling Park in Wheeling, West Virginia, and they lost 34-7. So they've been in some one-sided games, not in their favor so far. Last week, bright spot, Duggar had 10 carries for 107 yards, so he did have 100 yards rushing, the quarterback, and threw a touchdown pass to Rayshawn Harvey. So, he's definitely, the offense goes through him.
McCarthy fakes the handoff, gets it out to Connor Adams, and he'll pick up 8 on the play.
So the Mountain Lions so far a few times have taken advantage of Allderdice in their back pedal and run that just little comeback route right in front of the defenders. Easy pitch and catch.
So 4:25 left here in the first. Again, they hit Adams on the other side, and he gets the first down.
Same kind of play, just to the other side.
So McCarthy looks for the play coming in from the sideline here. 1st and 10 on the Allderdice 27. And looks like Allderdice is going to jump. Offsides.
Yeah, they just run a different count, and Allderdice took the bait, jumps offside. We can't say this enough, honestly. Connor McCarthy has only been running this offense for about 8 weeks, and maybe 10 at the most, and he's done just as well as anybody that we've seen in the last several years running Coach Felix's offense. He's done a real good job.
And another
touchdown pass to Connor Adams.
Connor Adams, 3rd pass in a row.
Just as we sing his praises, he goes out with a great throw.
So with 3:53 left, Mountain Lions go up 13-0 here. 3:53 in the first quarter.
Just in that window between the corner and the safety tried to come over, and just the timing was perfect. A hair longer, the safety would have come over and knocked it away or even picked it off. Nice job by McCarthy.
Kick is up from Eisel, and it looks like it's going to be good. 14-0 Mountain Lions. 3:53 left here in the first quarter.
good start by the Mountain Lions here. That first drive, Allderdice stopped them, did not let that bother them. Took advantage of a stop on defense and a blocked punt, and then took advantage of another turnover. And just like that, 2 quick scores, the Mountain Lions are up 14. You know, this really does look like a different team than when they played Hollidaysburg the first game of the year.
So Muscleman will kick it away. And it's going to go back and get fielded at about the 7-yard line. By number 21. Who's going to cut it back, get out to about the 26-yard line.
Flags everywhere. There's a flag down here.
William
on
took
something that happened earlier.
On a reception. Looks like someone's injured.
And then there was, I think, a block in the back, all the way back at the 5-yard line. Officials will have to sort this one out.
Offsetting penalty, so we'll just take the result of the play.
So a low block on Altoona and a push in the back on Allderdice. I think they have to kick it over.
Oh, yeah.
I think so. Replay the down. So sometimes like the receiving team will be blocking, the kicking team will try to cover it. But in order not to be blocked, the guy on the kicking team goes low so he doesn't get cleaned out. But that's dangerous to hit a guy that's blocking down below the knee, and I think that's what they called. So we'll do it again.
Another kick, and this time it's fielded at the 1. And nice tackle there by number 13 for the Mountain Lions, Edwin Franklin.
Yeah, nice job by Franklin.
So Allderdice will take over 1st and 10 on their own 18 with 3:33 left here in the first quarter. Again, 14-0 Mountain Lions on top.
Nowhere, absolutely nowhere for Caldwell to go on that one. Gage Hill and Mike Fulcarelli in there on the stop, plugging up the middle for the Mountain Lions. Same formation. Duggar back. Looking to
He
throw.
looks to throw, and he does, but right on it for the Mountain Lions is number 83 for the Mountain Lions, Kyle Murray.
Yeah, just tried a little flare out to Harvey, but Murray read it well. Would have none of it. Go in there with a big stop, sets up 3rd and long for Allderdice.
Duggar looks to throw. He's going to run it instead. And he's going to get close to a first down.
He might have made it, but he ran into his own guy, it looked like.
He's going to be about 1.5 yards, 2 yards short.
Number 2, Dijon Hall, got in his way. And Allderdice might just go for it here. Deep in their own territory. You're 0-2. You haven't scored much. You're already down 14-0. Rolling the dice. Oh, an Allderdice moved. They tried to draw the mountain lions offside, and they moved themselves.
So that'll force a punt. As now it'll be 4th and long 6. With 1:27 left here in the first quarter. Again, Mount Lions up 14-0 on the Dragons from Allderdice.
It makes you wonder how that happens. Like, surely they talked about it in the huddle. Look,
yeah,
we're going to try to draw them offside. Don't move.
And the punt just barely gets away again. And that was Lawhead getting in there, but it ends up being a pretty decent punt. And the Lions will take over on the 42.
Somehow that ended up being a 36-yard punt, which isn't bad. You're right. Lawhead really close to blocking that one.
Connor Adams pitches into the middle.
Shovel pass.
Connor McCarthy, I should say, to Connor Adams. And that'll pick up about 8 on the play.
And even though that was a little forward toss there, it goes down as a completion. That's a completed pass. Nice. That's a nice call. They tried to run the jet sweep earlier. Allderdice with good pursuit on the outside. So that's how you counteract the outside pursuit. You run it underneath, that shovel pass.
Right up the middle to Lawhead, picks up the first down. Mitch Lawhead, the workhorse for the Mountain Lions.
Nice job. Power up the middle for the first down.
McCarthy fakes the handoff, gets it out for a completed pass to, I think that was number, 25?
Brandon Shunk. That should be the end of the quarter.
Yeah, that's not number 25.
It's 26, I think.
26.
I think it's Shunk. So the Mountain Lions somehow end up with a nice first quarter again.
Yeah, 14 points, can't beat it.
And you know, like we talked about, you know, which team is it? Is that team that played the first week, that team that shined last week? Well, so far it's the good Mountain Lions. Hopefully the bad Mountain Lions
are over.
Are done. Yeah, they're hibernating for the winter. Whatever Mountain Lions do in the winter, I don't know. Hopefully that's what that team is doing. So the Mountain Lions look pretty good tonight on offense and on defense, actually. Both sides of the ball doing well. Special teams with a punt block. So they on offense, one of the changes they made after the first week too is number 75, Gage Hill, who has committed to Toledo, Division I Toledo, was playing both sides of the ball, and a couple other guys, and they brought some guys in like Donnie Fisher, number 67, to play offense, and they put like Gage on the defensive side only.
Right.
They found some guys that they were getting gassed, playing both sides of the ball. They put more guys to play one way, and that's really made a difference, I think, you know, from what they were doing before.
And then they bring in Gage once in a while when they need a big hole, and it
Sure.
works
Absolutely.
out perfect.
Yeah, the heavy package when they bring those extra linemen in. Yeah, so it's really worked out well.
Jet sweep to Connor Adams, and he's was gonna throw it back to Connor McCarthy, but just overthrew him.
Philly special. Is that Philly special right there? Similar. So Connor Adams just threw it a little too early.
Third down and 4 at the 40.
So 3rd and 4 on the Allderdice 40-yard line with 11:55 left here in the first half. 14-0 Mountain Lions. McCarthy pitches it out to Lawhead. He's going to try and get to the outside, and he'll pick up about a yard on the play. So it'll bring up 4th and 3.
And kind of no man's land here at the 39. You're
Yeah.
too long for a field goal, probably too close to punt. So they're probably going to go for it here. Isaiah Barnes just had a little trouble getting between his man and Mitch Lawhead to seal the outside there.
And they fake the handoff by broken up nicely there by number 13, Chris Dotson.
I think they're looking to go to Shunk on that one. He was wide open.
So Allderdice will take over on downs, 1st and 10 from their own 39 with 11:17 left here in the first half. Down 14 points.
This is the best field position Allderdice has had so far today.
And number 11 on the carry, Rayshawn Caldwell. He'll pick up about 4.
That was a pretty favorable spot there.
Yeah. It'll be a pick up a 3, so maybe a.
He tried to cut back
2nd
into the
and
middle,
7.
right into the teeth of the defense, and he probably could have got more yards if he'd have kept going outside.
They give it to him again, and he's going to be very close to a 1st down. And depending on the spot here, one of the Mountain Lions is down. Number 69, Ray Boos. So there'll be a slight break in the action.
So bring up 3rd and short for Allderdice. You would think they put the ball in their quarterback's hands here for some kind of option play. Great night tonight. Rain stopped, cooled off a bit for the kids to play. Hollidaysburg is playing State College. A couple of our closest friends out there.
Yeah.
They play each other tonight. And we finally play State College again for the first time in a long time. We played Hollidaysburg for the first time in a long time. This is kind of, you know, it's nice to play the local teams.
Yeah, it's good to be back there. And
right. The Whippeal was neat. Too bad you can't have both.
Yeah. Rayshawn Caldwell on the carry. Picks up a first down.
The Mountain Lions are seeing a steady diet of Caldwell right now. Just handing to him and letting him find some creases. Allderdice is moving the ball a little bit now.
About 10 minutes left here in the first half. 14-0 Mountain Lions. Allderdice 1st and 10 on the Mountain Line 49-yard line.
They did not get the playoff. Unless they call it, they must have called a timeout right before the penalty. So Allderdice, this is the last game in their non-conference. Then they play all the Pittsburgh City League teams, Westinghouse, Perry Traditional Academy, at University of Prep, Carrick, and then at Brashear. So they have all their City League games left. And they've come here, I think this is the 3rd year in a row Allderdice has come here to play. So they move around a little bit at the beginning of the schedule, and then they play probably most of their games within the city limits then the rest of the year.
So 1st and 10. 9:40 left here in the ball game. Duggar throws and dropped by number 3. Maurice Boatwright.
And Boatwright was open, just a little bit of mistiming there between Duggar and Boatwright, but he was definitely open. And they get away from that running that had set them up in more manageable situations. Now that you get the incompletion, now you're 2nd and long.
Oh, nice penetration there by Lawhead, and that enabled a few other Mountain Lions to get in there and make a nice play. Mike Folcarelli.
Yeah, Lawhead does a great job. Nazir Darwin tried to take the handoff, and really there was nowhere for him to go. His offensive line let him down on that particular play. Now we're looking at 3rd down and way behind the chains here, 3rd about 12. Look for Duggar to put the ball in the air. Mountain Lions keep the ball in front of you and tackle.
Approaching 8:55 left here in the first half. 14-0 Mountain Lions. And Caldwell is going to pick up the first down and about 10 more.
That was a big run. He looked in the middle. It was sealed up, bounced it outside, and Connor Adams was well blocked out there. No outside contained for anybody, and Caldwell comes up with about a 20-yard gain, sets Allderdice up down at the 31-yard line. And that's disheartening there. You have 3rd and 12, and they just do a running play, and you don't make the stop.
So 8:10 left here in the first half. And it'll be 2nd and 8 on the Mountain Line 29 for the Dragons.
Caldwell only had 10 carries last game. He's had probably more than 10 already today.
Someone has
equipment problem.
Yeah.
Focarelli will have to come off.
Jonah Brandt comes back on for the Mountain Lions.
Blood maybe.
Yeah.
The old turf burn.
And the give is to I'm sorry, that's number 20,
Denzel Gatewood, number
28, Denzel Gatewood.
And Gatewood had all kinds of room to run.
He moves chains. Picks up 11. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the Mountain Line, 18 with 7:15 left here in the first half. 14-0. Mountain Lions on top, but the Dragons threatening here. Duggar hands off to LaShawn Harvey, or LaShawn Caldwell, sorry.
Yeah, no place for Caldwell to go on that one. Mountain Lions did a good job stuffing the middle.
So it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You get a team that's very one-dimensional like this, you have to key on their one thing that they're doing, and that's running the football.
And they have a man open in the end zone, but right through the hands.
And that was a good throw. Connor Adams thought he had it measured back there, and it got over his head. And Rayshawn Harvey back there. Or was it Caldwell? Was that 10 or 11? I think it was number 10. I think it was Harvey. One had the ball go right through his hands. He definitely was inbounds, and would have if he'd have made that catch, it would have been a touchdown.
So that stops the clock with 6:09 left here in the first. In the first half. 14-0 Mountain Lions. 3rd and 10 on the Mountain Line, 18 for Allderdice. Duggar looks to throw again, but great penetration by the Mountain Lions. They will sack him for a loss. So he'll lose about 5 on the play.
Is that 35? Tyrone DeLoach on that sack?
I believe it was.
Great job of penetration with DeLoach. He came in there, and Duggar had no place to throw the ball.
So it'll be 4th and 15 on the Mountain Line 23. And Duggar's going to keep it. And almost picks up the first down.
A little closer than you'd like, but nonetheless, it will be a turnover on downs.
And Duggar gets up pointing as he thought he got a first down, but he did not.
Mountain Lions bend but don't break.
Yeah. So it brings up 1st and 10 as the Mountain Lions take over from their own 10-yard line. .509 left here in the first half. And it looks like they're going to give it to Mitch Lawhead. He'll go right up the middle and pick up probably 4 on the play.
Yeah, Lawhead has really gotten a lot stronger over the last couple of years. I've noticed him. He's much tougher of a runner between the tackles now.
Nice pitch and catch out there to Connor Adams. Pick up the first down, keep the chains moving.
Keyshawn Hodge just giving Adams too much room and allowing the Mountain Lions to get the first down.
So 4:45 left in the first half. 1st and 10 on their own 21 for the Mountain Lions. Adams goes into the jet sweep. They give it to him. Oh, and he only had one man to beat, but he got tripped up. It's kind of like a nice open field tackle there. It looked like, was that number 54? Kenny Harden on the stop?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, he was the last line of defense. Adams definitely was going to go a long way if Harden didn't get him there.
And that was read perfectly by number 10, Rayshon Harvey.
Rayshon Harvey read the play, got it deflected, and the ball was intercepted. It was really close as to whether it hit the ground or not. I couldn't really tell. The officials ruled it was caught. And there was a little hesitation on the official at the beginning, and until we realized, looks like it's my call. Nobody else is going to call
yeah,
it.
I actually looked down for a second and wondered what was going on.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think he caught it, but he did. So 1st and 10 for Allderdice with 4:10 left here in the first half. They're down 14. Pitch out to Caldwell. He will pick up 2 on the play.
Yeah, John Jones with a good job sticking with Caldwell on that one and making the tackle for the Mountain Lions. You have to make the decision, and when you pick and choose when you're going to go long, and McCarthy picked the wrong time right there.
Give again to Caldwell. He'll maybe pick up 1 more on the play. It's going to bring up.
Now that was a very nice tackle by Gage Hill. Caldwell tried to bounce it to the outside, and Gage Hill just reached a big paw out there. Mountain Lion paw, hauled him down.
So we have a stop in the action as one of the Allderdice players is down. Once again, tonight's action being brought to you by the MLTV, Mountain Lion Television crew at the high school. We'll be back again next week, too, for the home game, this 4-game homestand. Actually, what? Yeah, 4-game homestand when we take on Chambersburg.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 here. Probably down 2 touchdowns, 2 down territory, I would think. Unless Allderdice gets a big negative play.
So we're approaching 3 minutes left here in the half. 14-0 Mountain Lions. 3rd and 8 for the Dragons. And Duggar's going to look long. He's got a man open.
It's caught.
It is caught. Connor Adams
did not find the football. And somehow Harvey caught that.
Yeah, that was a pretty amazing catch because it looked like it went right through Adams.
It went through, it went right through Connor's arms. He didn't turn around and find the football early enough and couldn't get a hand on it. But you wouldn't think Harvey could see very well. He did a good job of catching that. That was a very nice play. Picks up about 44 yards
So this could change things dramatically, except a fumble. And Altoona is saying they have it. And they do.
Oh my goodness.
And just when things were looking up a little bit for Allderdice, Altoona comes back with a huge defensive recover on the fumble.
And that's just a matter of Duggar tried to go before he caught the snap.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Yes.
He wanted to make a play, and he didn't secure the ball first. You have to do that one thing at a time. And Mountain Lions get the ball. Very fortunate to get a turnover down here.
So 2:26 left in the half. 1st and 10 for the Mountain Lions from their own 6. Direct snap to Lawhead. He'll pick up maybe one.
Yeah, Chris Dotson, number 13, in the backfield, making a nice play on Lawhead there. It looked like Allderdice was kind of disorganized and not ready. Mountain Lions tried to go kind of quick, but didn't work.
And again, direct snap to Lawhead.
And Lawhead tried to run over Justin Salmon, big number 72, and he's a lot bigger.
He's quite a bit bigger.
6'1", 310 pounds. It was a nice collision there.
So that brings up 3rd and 7 with about 1:20 left here in this half. Mountain Lions up 14-0. And this time McCarthy keeps it. And he's going to get to the line of scrimmage, but I think Allderdice is going to call a timeout.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't call it before. They only had 2. They didn't have their complement of 3, so I guess they're going to save 1.
So they got about 1:06 left. And Altoona's going to have a 4th and 7. They're going to have to get away a nice punt here.
Yeah, here's a nice pressure spot for Musselman. You're pinned deep in your own territory. You need to get a good punt off here to give Allderdice the longer field. It's not like Allderdice has this big passing game. They usually stick it on the ground, although we just saw a nice long pass play that they had before, but you know, that's really not their strength. So you want to give them as long a field as possible.
So with 4th and 5 and 1:06 left here in the first half, Musselman will be kicking away from his own end zone. Ooh, and he just gets it away.
And he got cleaned out.
Yep.
The Mountain Lions are going to get the ball back. He got hit pretty good. Has he got to play soccer tomorrow?
Yeah, he's gonna play a lot of soccer tomorrow. Actually, we have a tournament here at Mansion Park, so he's a tough kid, though.
And that is not the 5-yard variety. That's the full.
Yeah.
That's the full plate right there. He got cleaned out. That's a 15-yard penalty.
So that was another good break for the Mountain Lions to run this thing out. They should be able to go in here with the lead of 14 at the half. We always joke on the sidelines at the soccer matches. I don't want to be the guy that offensively has to go against Bailey Musselman, because he doesn't shy away from contact. That's for sure.
Right. Yeah, the Mountain Lions still have their foot on the gas. It's not in their DNA to do anything else.
McCarthy looking, and it's going to be short and intercepted by number 17. Luckily, Connor Adams brought him down right away before he had a chance to make a break for it. So Allderdice gets back again with 25 seconds left. There's been quite a few change in possessions here in the last 4 minutes.
Yeah, that was ill-advised. Just threw it up for grabs.
Yeah, not a good throw by McCarthy. Usually much more accurate than that. He kind of got a lot of air under that.
Yeah, I mean, he has done such a good job too. But that was not only a bad decision, but also a poor throw. So not a lot of time. Allderdice has 1 timeout left.
They're looking downfield.
And it's caught.
Wow.
You have to stay with your guy. You cannot let people get behind you. What a pass. Duggar threw the ball probably 60 yards in the air and got hammered by Gage Hill. Stayed in there, completed the pass. On the money.
Unbelievable. So with 17 seconds left, 1st and goal on the 4-yard line.
You know, and the late turnover in the Hollidaysburg game was huge. You got to take care of the football.
Pitch out.
There's a fumble.
Wow, it just goes out of bounds. Unbelievable.
A turnover after turnover, trying to turn the ball over.
Yeah.
That's a big loss of about 8, 9. They can keep marching back. 9, loss of 9.
So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 13.
10 seconds left. Allderdice does have 1 timeout, so they can run the ball here if they want to. They don't have to pass.
They're going to throw. They have a man open.
That was better coverage.
Yeah, better coverage there for the Mountain Lions.
Devin Fagan back there. Kyler Murray back there. That was a better job of coverage. Third and goal at the 13.
So they'll probably only have 1 more shot here with 6 seconds left in the half.
Oh, they're going to try a field goal.
Get some points on the board.
Nate bump. Henry bump. Henry bump. Does have a 21-yard field goal on the year. That's his only field goal. Which means that would be his long also. So they're going to put it down at about the 21, so call it a 31-yard try here. Now they're going to put the offense back on the field now. That last play only took 4 seconds. Maybe that's what they're thinking. But you're really playing with danger here because if you run around just for a second longer, that would be all the time. Now the Mountain Lions call timeout. Take a look at what the offense showed them. And they called timeout so they can try to set something up here.
So once again, 6 seconds left here in the half. 14-0 Altoona. And it is a 3rd and goal from the 13 for Allderdice. So we'll see what they've got in store here. Got 2 receivers to the near and far side. They go to the back of the end zone, and it is broken up nicely. And
That will be
do
halftime.
it. And the Mountain Lions dodge a huge bullet there at the end of that half. So Mountain Lions will go into the locker room 14 points up on Allderdice here at halftime. Chris and I will be back after halftime, and we hope you enjoy the sights and sounds of the Altoona Area High School Marching Band, who will be performing here shortly. We'll see you in a bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present the Altoona Area High School Marching Band under the field direction of drum major Ian Grant. The majorettes are led by head majorette Faith Claire and assisted by cornet majorette Stacy Oppel. The Silks are led by head silk Tay Esserly and assisted by co-head silk Abby Arabeck. The featured twirler is Morgan Arthur. Throughout this football season, the band will be performing jazz, featuring jazz standards from many different eras. Tonight's show features the 1936 Benny Goodman hit Sing, 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 Sway, which was originally recorded by Ladies and gentlemen, the Altoona Area High School Marching Band. And now, on Altoona. Major Ed Advisor, Kelly Butler, Silk Advisor, Lisa Moore, Percussion Instructor and Fill-In Announcer, Mike Baker, Band Assistant, Drew Yingling, and your Band Director, Larry Detweiler.
We've got the winning number for the 50-50. It's up on the big board. Report to the flagpole if you have this number. 4, 4, 8, 2, 1, 5. That's 448-215. It's worth $477. Report to the flagpole if you've got 448-215. 50-50 winner, $477. Halftime stats. First down, Altoona and Allderdice with 6 each. Net rushing, 43 for Altoona, 79 for Allderdice. 8 of 14 for 67 yards passing for Altoona. 3 of 7 for 85 for Allderdice. Total offense, Altoona 110 yards. Allderdice 164. 2 turnovers each. Mountain Lions were not penalized. 43 yards penalized for Allderdice.
We are back here for second half action. Altoona and Allderdice getting ready to take the field here with about 45 seconds left here. I guess they didn't put on the extra 3 minutes they usually do to warm up. I'm kind of actually shocked about that. 14-0 Mountain Lions on top of Allderdice. Here at Mansion Park, week 3 of high school football.
I think Allderdice will get the ball to start the second half here. Mountain Lions with 2 scores early. 6:17 left in the first. Law ahead with a 3-yard run. Oswald added the extra point, put the Mountain Lions up 7-0. That was after a blocked punt. Mountain Lions returned the ball. Brandon Shunk returned the ball to the 3-yard line. Mountain Lions scores right away. And then the Mountain Lions got a fumble shortly after that, and a 22-yard pass from Connor McCarthy to Connor Adams. The kick was good, put the Mountain Lions up 14-0. There was no scoring the rest of the way. The rest of the whole first half was Allderdice putting pressure on the Mountain Lions in their own end and finding a way to not score. The Mountain Lions held them on 3 separate occasions down there. Allderdice hit a couple big plays to put them down there, but then couldn't get it in. So Mountain Lions with 6 straight scoreless quarters on defense right now. So doing a great job holding the opposition scoreless.
And before we get ready for the Mountain Lion kickoff, just in some other local action that we had talked about earlier tonight, right at about halftime, State College is beating Hollidaysburg 34-7. So if you're wondering about how that game's going, Hollidaysburg is getting beat 34-7 at the half. And after the kickoff here, it'll be 1st and 10 for Allderdice.
So Edwin Franklin with a great special teams play there, open field tackle on the Speedy Harvey.
First and 10 from their own 15-yard line. By the way, that Hollidaysburg score, courtesy of Travis Young. Shot us a little text.
Apparently he's our sideline reporter.
He is.
Out in Hollidaysburg.
Out in Hollidaysburg tonight. And wow, they're going to call, I think, some pass interference.
So Allderdice is just going to let it fly. Boatwright running the streak down the right side. He had a step on McCarthy. McCarthy was afraid he was going to catch it. Got a hold of him a little early there. Figured he would take the penalty as opposed to the long play. And Allderdice picks up a free 15 yards.
So 11:48 left here in the third. 14-0 Mount Lions. Allderdice has a 1st and 10 on their own 30.
Pass interference, 15-yard penalty, 1st and 10 for the Dragons at the 30.
And Caldwell breaks a few tackles. He's going to get, he might go all the way, and he does.
All the way for a touchdown. 70 yards.
Wow, what a break.
Up the middle, bounces it outside. McCarthy missed the tackle. And then he had some blockers out there. Just sealed a convoy for him down the right sideline. And Allderdice right away comes out. Scores big. Getting back in this ball game.
Wow, all of a sudden it's 14-6 with 11:34 here in the third. So Allderdice, who threatened quite a bit toward the end of the first half there, finally breaks through, and we'll get the extra point attempt, and they just couldn't get it down. So there will be no extra point. That's big for the Mount Lions right there. Get that stop. 14-6. 11:34 left here in the third.
So that is not the start that the Mountain Lions wanted here in the second half. And we said a few times this year, more than once, that the Mountain Lions sometimes will just have to outscore the other team. So this is something they're used to. I mean, last week, notwithstanding, when they shut out Williamsport, this is something over the last couple years that has really been one of their bugaboos. That they can't stop teams on defense. They've been able to score points, but they can't stop teams on defense. So, you know, they've managed to avoid the big plays for, we just said, 6 shutout quarters. I must have gave them the kiss of death.
Yeah.
And then the big play rears its ugly head.
So Allderdice will get ready to kick it away. Number 15, Henry Bump, kicker for the Dragons. Fielded at the 9. Number 83 for the Mountain Lions, Kyle Murray. So 11:27 left here in the third. 1st and 10 from their own 26 for the Mountain Lions. Up 14-6.
And Murray's a 5'11", 160-pound sophomore, getting a lot of playing time this year for the Mountain Lions. He's going to be around the program for a while.
And they give it to Lawhead, who might just get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
54, Kenny Harden in on the play, out there doing a dance. He's still dancing. He was very happy with himself.
Jet sweep to Connor Adams, and nobody's going to be fooled on that play. He will lose probably 2 going to bring up third and about 12, or a very long 11.
And you don't see this very often, but Lawhead whiffed on a block with Noah Brown, and that would have sprung Adams at least for a decent gain. But Noah Brown came in and made the play. Sets the Mountain Lions up third and long.
10:25 left here in the third. 14-6 Altoona. Third and 11 from their own 25. Connor McCarthy back to throw, had to get rid of it quick. And
it was supposed to be a screen to Connor Adams, and Maurice Boatwright, number 3, was in there kind of just getting in the way, and it goes nowhere. Mountain Lions will have to kick the ball away.
So Musselman will come back for another punt with 10:05 left here in the third. 4th and 11 for the Mountain Lions. Musselman gets rid of that. It's a low kick. Takes an Altoona bounce, and it'll go out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
A 34-yard punt, but no return. That's the important thing. That might have been a plan. Kick the ball out of bounds. Coach Felix probably does not want Rayshawn Harvey out in the open field.
So 9:57 left here in the third. 14-6 Mountain Lions. Allderdice takes over 1st and 10 from their own 41.
Duggar with the keeper there. We haven't seen that as much as I thought we would. We've seen a steady diet of Caldwell, and rightfully so. He has over 100 yards now and a long touchdown.
And this is where, this week at least, Allderdice is sort of differing from Williamsport. Where Williamsport just seemed to just run the same plays over and over again, even though they didn't have success. Allderdice kind of started out like that, and then they started switching up with some, some throws, big connects, and then going to their backs for some yards that they needed, and Altoona needs to adjust to that. Duggar on the run there, though, with 9 minutes left here in the third. That'll bring up 3rd and 5. Ball on the 46.
Trevor Manley there on the stop. Another sophomore getting some playing time.
They're looking to throw. Oh, right in the hands of Isaiah Barnes, and he just could not hold on to it.
They tried to get Ramon White just past the sticks, overthrown by Duggar, and you're right, Isaiah Barnes had a lot of green in front of him.
Yeah, I think he saw the end zone before he actually caught the ball. But nonetheless, that will force Allderdice to kick it away. 4th and 5 from their own 46. And they've had trouble getting these kicks off without, and almost very short kick, but it takes a Allderdice bounce.
Yeah,
it'll get down to about the 22.
That looks a lot better in the stat sheet. Somehow that was a 32-yard punt that rolled 20 of the 32 yards. Like literally. It's amazing how far that rolled. But Mountain Lions Get the ball back here. They need to find their groove again. They really haven't had it since the end of the first quarter.
And here we go.
Marcus Day into the game.
Marcus Day, a little wrinkle in the offense here that Allderdice hasn't seen yet tonight. He picks up the first down and a lot more. Approaching 8 minutes left here in the third.
Pick up of
14-6.
19. Now, of the two quarterbacks, Marcus Day is the better runner probably, and Connor McCarthy is the better passer.
And Day gets about 6 on that.
Marcus Day, another sophomore, 6'4", 200 pounds, big body, hard to bring down, and has speed and athleticism.
Actually, a pickup of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3 with 7:40 left here in the third. Ooh. Great penetration there by, it looks like number 13, Chris Dodson. Just stops Lawhead pretty much dead in his tracks there.
I don't know how he got in there like that.
He was pretty much down, and he really got a hand up to knock down Lawhead. Pitch out to Lawhead. He's going to get a first down. He's going to try and get to the other side of the field. And he will get down to about the 4-yard line.
Lawhead put his foot in the ground around the 50-yard line and read a block and cut back initially to get through the line of scrimmage, and then he cut back again down the field, all the way across the field. To pick up, they're going to give him 47 yards, and it looks like he's down over there across the field.
So 6:51 left here in the third. It's good to see him get up. And I'm not sure who it was. It might have been Jonah Brandt, but someone was coming back and just had the presence of mind. He could have laid a block on the guy that ended up tackling Lawhead, but it would have been a block in the back, and he was smart enough to go by him.
Just getting away.
Yeah, just getting away a little bit, and then hit the next guy.
Right.
Or else that would have been all for naught. But the Mountain Lions are down on 5, so 1st and goal on the 5 for the Mountain Lions with 6:45 left here in the third quarter. They are up 14-6.
1st and goal at the 5.
Again, Marcus Day still in at quarterback. He keeps it. Nothing doing there. He will actually lose a yard. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 6.
So Marcus Day has had 2 touchdowns this year, rushing on those similar type of plays down inside the 10-yard line.
And this time Connor Adams trying to get in, and he will be brought down very close to the goal line at about the 1.
And number 13, Chris Dodson, is down for Allderdice. He has a cramp.
Yeah.
Looks like.
So 5:50 left here in the third. 14-6 Mountain Lions. And they are looking at 3rd and goal from the 1. when play resumes here.
Probably 2 down territory, I would think.
And since we have a little break in the action here, I'll give you my weekly soccer plug. Last night here at Mansion Park, the Mountain Lions beat Hollidaysburg 3-2 in overtime. It was a great win for the Mountain Lions. It puts us at 2-0 on the season in varsity. And tomorrow, again, we have a tournament here all day where you will see not only the Mountain Lions, but State College will be here, East Juniata will be here, and Phillipsburg will be here tomorrow. So it'll be a fun day of soccer for everybody.
That'll take a long time to play all those teams.
And there's a couple JV games mixed in there too. So we will actually be here tomorrow from about 8 a.m. until I think the last game starts at 4:30 tomorrow.
That's a long day.
So it's going to be a long day.
Well, I'll be thinking of you while I'm at the Pitt Penn State game
Yeah, I'm sure. I will actually be running the clock quite a bit tomorrow, so I will be seeing numbers in my head probably for the next 4 days. Direct snap to Lawhead, walks right into the end zone. Puts the Mountain Lions up 20-6 with 5:38 remaining here in the third.
That's Lawhead's second of the game, 4th touchdown of the year here in the early going. Needless to say, a critical member of this ball club. When you see him down over there, you're glad to see him right back in the game here.
Yeah.
They couldn't afford to lose Mitch Lawhead.
Andrew Eisel in to attempt the extra point. A hold from Liam DeAngelis, and no extra point.
Snap went right through DeAngelis' hands, and the Mountain Lions are not able to convert that one.
So it'll be 20-6 Mountain Lions, 5:38 left here in the third quarter. Again, the Mountain Lions at 1-1, Allderdice at 0-2 coming into tonight. So this is week 3 of high school action.
So the extra point miss isn't huge because Allderdice missed an extra point, but that's something that has plagued them the last couple weeks. They really need to clean that up. They missed, I think, 2 last week for various things, bad snaps.
Three or four actually.
Yeah. It was a bunch, you're right. So they have to try to clean that up.
Musselman kicks it away. It'll be fielded at the 10 by Allderdice. Gets out to the 15 to 20, cuts back, and he's going to be brought down at about the 20 or the 21. That was William Tooks, number 21 for Allderdice.
Yeah, he made a few guys miss, but there were too many Mountain Lions around. Could not get free. So obviously Allderdice is letting the ball fly, and they're going to try to get behind the Mountain Lions defense. That seems to be, since they've had some success with it in the second quarter, something that they want to try to do. But if I'm them, I don't abandon the run.
So Duggar keeps it. He's looking downfield, but he's going to just run it instead. And Did he lose the ball there for a second or just?
I'm not sure. I think he went almost down, tried to keep his hand on the ground from not going all the way down, and tried to get up, and I think just it was weird.
So with about 5 minutes left here in the third, 2nd and 6.
One of the Mount Lions is down on the near side. Another cramp, it looks like. That might be Mike Focarelli. As I look down there, there were 2 trainers working on 2 different people working cramps out. So,
I know.
and you know, they've tried, in school, I've seen them with water bottles trying to stay hydrated.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things.
It's tough. It's been a tough late August and early September weather-wise, and kids feel it.
Caldwell gets a couple on that one. So that was a good answer by the Mountain Lions to go back up 2 scores. Honestly, they do not want to let Allderdice. This is one of those games where you let the team back in, think they're back in, they get way more confidence than what they would have had otherwise, and you don't want to let them back in the game.
Caldwell spins away from a few tackles, but he's still going to lose a yard on the play, I believe.
It's going to be 4th down. And more cramps. So the Mount Lions I think we'll get the ball back. You would think they would not go for it way down here deep inside their own 30, but they almost tried that earlier, tried to draw the Mount Lions off sides. And that was Gage Hill that's cramped up. He looks like he's a little sore. They know it's been an issue. And I guess you just have to kind of put up with it. It happens here in sports. You try to do the best you can to stay hydrated.
.340 left here in the third. 20-6. Mountain Lions, 4th and 3.
And they do go for
Duggar
got the first down, fumbled the football, but I think they got it back. Or they called him down, one or the other.
Yeah, I think they called him down.
So on a big 4th down, Allderdice rolls the dice, so to speak. And they get the first down.
1st and 10 with 3:15 left here in the third. Ball in around 34.
Coach Jerry Haslett was a little bit of a gambling
Ball
man
ahead there on the blitz. And the pass is complete for another first down. Connor McCarthy making stop for the Mountain Lions.
Yeah, a little pickup of 12, so the Mountain Lions came on a blitz, and Allderdice picked it up. When when you blitz and it doesn't get home, you're vulnerable in spots, and he found the spot for the completion.
And Duggar with nowhere to go. He's looking downfield, has a man open, completes the pass to number 10. Rayshawn Harvey comes up with another big play, and that's going to move the chains way down.
Yep. This is out of character for Allderdice from the first 2 games. They did not want to throw the ball. They did not attempt very many passes. They're having a lot of success here. That was a 35, 40, 39-yard gain right there. All made by Duggar, keeping the play alive.
Yeah. And the Lions are all over that play by Caldwell. No gain, maybe even actually a loss of 1 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 11 on the Mount Line 16 with 2 minutes and 15 seconds and counting left here in the 3rd.
Mitchell Lawhead with a nice play in the backfield.
And nice catch for another first down, I believe.
Yeah, they're calling him a little short. Very, very close. It'll be 3rd and inches. But Duggar has time. No pressure on the quarterback. He just stands back there, finds the open guy.
Looks again. He's coming in near side of the field. He's going to run. And nice tackle by Jonah Brandt.
Yeah, nice job by Jonah Brandt coming in with the big play.
Brings up 4th and
that's going to push him way back, huh?
Yeah. It's a loss of 5, 6, 7 on the play.
They're going to try a field goal. Which will bring them within 11. It will be a 28-yard attempt.
It's up, and it looks like it's going to be good. So it'll be 20-9 here with 23 seconds left in the 3rd. As Allderdice kicks the field goal, so at least the Mountain Lions held him from scoring a touchdown.
Interesting. I mean, you basically have a quarter left. Now that puts you down 11, which could be a touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal. So the math works, but you got to score 2 more times. If you go for a touchdown there, and actually you don't even need a touchdown. I mean, you needed the first down.
Yeah.
Then you only have to score 1 more time. So interesting choice by Coach Hazlitt there. Now this is a prime opportunity. We've seen it already in this young season at different levels. You catch a team like this, it's not clear at the end of the game. You got to watch for an onside kick possibility here. I'm sure they were discussing it in the special teams huddle. There it is, onside kick. And Brandon Shunk jumps on the ball.
Nice heads-up play too. Not to keep trying, keep running, but just to get on it and make sure they have the ball.
Yeah, I mean, that was a prime opportunity for that. You may catch them by surprise.
So 1st and 10 for the Mountain Lions on their own 38 with 20 seconds left here in the third. It is 20-9 Altoona. And the give is to Lawhead, who will get a first down +2.
This little toss to the right. Lawhead finds the crease, gets it out for a first down. Mountain Lions are going to be content to let this run out here to end the third, I think.
So as we close out the third quarter, it is Altoona 20, Allderdice 9. Altoona will come out starting the fourth with a 1st and 10 at midfield.
So good to see the Mountain Lions came back and got the offense moving in the right direction here in the third quarter. With a rather stagnant second quarter on offense and first drive of the third, you know, they've done a good job since moving the football. Allderdice has moved it a little bit too, but they keep getting down inside the red zone and they're not able to punch it in for touchdowns. Only one time have they crossed the goal line. And they've been down there 5 times now.
Yeah.
1 field goal and 3 turnovers. 2 fumbles and once on downs, I think.
Connor Adams trying to turn it back, but he's going to lose probably 3 on the play. Just nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's the speed of Allderdice with some outside contain there. Time to throw the shovel pass back in.
Yeah.
They outside when they want to go upfield, then you can do that middle screen or that shovel pass.
This time, Marcus Day on the keeper, and he'll get it out to about the 49 or 44.
Yeah, nice little read there. Keeps the ball. Does a good job. Breaks a tackle or 2. Falls forward. And that's the size of Marcus Day that allows him to do that.
Brings up 3rd and a long 3 with 10:45 left in the ball game. Altoona up 20-9 on the Dragons from Allderdice. And Day on the keeper picks up the first down, and he'll get about 5 more.
And that was a good job. Allderdice was all over the pitch, man, and he just kept it, turned it upfield. We're seeing the big fella is hard to bring down.
And starting to get in some rhythm, too, in the game and making some good decisions, you know.
Yep.
All right. And we got a flag. That one came in.
Yeah, they called a hold on the back blocking over there.
I think it was on on 26.
Yeah, it was late.
Brandon Shunk. Yeah, it was late. It seemed like it was long gone.
Not too many penalties in this game. Pretty well played game that way. A few turnovers in the second quarter, but on each side. But not a lot of penalties.
So it'll be 1st and 17 on the Allderdice 43 for the Mountain Lions. 9:45 left here in the ball game. 20-9, Altoona. Marcus Day lets everyone know what's going on. And I think Nick Felix is going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Altoona.
So just didn't see something that he liked. Marcus out there, so I don't think he had any intention of snapping the ball. Coach Felix saw that and just called timeout to avoid the penalty. So it was elementary night tonight. There wasn't a pretty decent crowd out here.
Yeah.
On the home side, Allderdice didn't bring a lot of fans. It's a pretty far trip for them.
Yeah.
But turned out to be a nice warm night. The rains went away. Mountain Lions are sitting at about a 1st and 17 here after the penalty. Marcus Day still in the ball game.
Marcus Day, pulled down number 13.
We've mentioned number 13, Chris Dotson, quite a bit for Allderdice here recently. He's been in the backfield, been a nuisance for the Mountain Lions. Made a play right there. Now 2nd and 20, they'll bring Marcus Day out and put Connor McCarthy back in.
So under 9 minutes here left to play in the game. 2nd and 20. Isaiah Barnes in motion, quarterback keeper. And McCarthy will get out closer to the original line of scrimmage, but still a few yards shy, so it's going to be 3rd and about 13. Picked up 7.
Third and 13.
McCarthy looking to throw, and wow, did that get tipped?
Yeah, it got deflected. I think Dotson was in there again, number 13. Allderdice brought the blitz. And Connor Adams was the receiver out there, but he was not past the sticks anyway, but that would have made it a little more palatable to go for it maybe. But the Mountain Lions, since it's 4th and 13, will try to pin Allderdice deep with Musselman here.
And Altoona moved. So that's going to send them back another 5.
Which doesn't really hurt anything.
No. Bailey Musselman gets out of the way. We fielded at the 15. And nice open field tackle there by number 29 for the Mountain Lions, Adam Sinisi.
Yeah, he like we were shot out of the cannon there.
Yeah.
It was a good job getting outside because Harvey obviously has some speed in the open field. Mountain Lions have to play defense.
.756 left in the game. 1. First and 10 for Allderdice,
Big
and
hole.
right up the middle. And Duggar gets a first down and a lot more.
They just run quarterback power. That was a huge hole. 19-yard gain for Duggar.
Altoona up 20-9. 7:30 left in the ball game. First and 10 on their own 37 for Allderdice. They give it to Caldwell. He had nowhere to go, but he breaks a couple tackles and at least almost gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Probably lost a yard.
Yeah, Shunk and Focarelli were in the backfield. Couldn't bring them down. And Caldwell did a good job to get where he got to, about back to the original line of scrimmage.
So 2nd and 10. They give it to Caldwell again. And again, nowhere to go.
Big 64 Trevor Manley, sophomore, in there plugging up the middle.
With Adam Port.
Adam Port, junior.
So we're down to about 6:20 left here in the ball game. 20-9.
3rd and about 11 here. They've given up some big plays on 3rd and long tonight, so they got to guard against that here.
And it just overthrows the intended receiver.
Gage Hill unblocked up by his lineman opposite him with a little swim move. Was right in Duggar's face. Hit him hard as he released the ball. Duggar overthrew the pass.
Intended for number 4, Ramon White.
4th and long. Allderdice is going to go for it. 5:54 left in the game. You might as well. You're down 2 scores.
So Altoona needs to come up with a big defensive stop here. Don't give it up. And
Allderdice calls timeout. They're going to talk it over. So another big 4th down play here. It was 4th and 4 last time. Allderdice ran Duggar up the middle. They're probably not going to do that this time at 4th and 11. Look for him to probably put the ball in the air. Mount Lions have to tackle surely. Keep the play in front of them and tackle. Here's where you talk to your defense. Somebody make a big play here. Somebody make a tackle, pass defense, interception, some kind of big play to stop Allderdice.
oh, nice pursuit by Nate Lawhead. Not only stops 4th down, but sends him way back, gives the Mountain Lions great position on the takeover here.
Great job by Lawhead getting in the backfield, causing that play to fail for Allderdice. Allderdice tried with the little trips left there, like stacking them up, try to confuse the Mountain Lion defenders, but the play did not have time to develop at all. The Mountain Lions will take over. Now you need a nice keep the ball on the ground type drive. eat up some time, get out and score, and put this thing away. Marcus Day in the game probably just to do that.
Number 11, Marcus Day.
And he just keeps up the middle. Take his 5 or 6 a pop. Mountain Lions will be very happy with that.
2nd and 5 on the Dragon 22 for the Mountain Lions, up 20-9. 5:16 and counting left in this ball game. Marcus Day on the keeper, and he's going to pick up the first down. Take it down to about the 14-yard line.
Yeah, nice job by Marcus Day. Having some bodies bounce off him, breaking a few tackles, always falling forward, getting that extra couple yards. He turns sometimes a 3-yard gain into a 5 into a 7 with that big frame of his.
So 4:45 left here in the ball game. 20-9, Altoona. 1st and 10 on the Dragon 14. They give it to Lawhead. He's trying to get outside, and there's going to be, I think, a hold.
Blocking the back.
Blocking the black by number 26. It looked like Brandon Shunk for the Mountain Lions.
You don't see that in the backfield too often. That's unique. That'll set them back about 10 yards, maybe not 10, yeah, more than 10, because it was in the backfield.
So while we have a few minutes here while they send that playback, I'd like to, again, give a shout out to the Mountain Lion television crew tonight. Some of the kids bringing you tonight's action. Jadakiss Runk, Gretchen Messner, Julia Whiting, Gianna Caputo, Matt Drozel, Taylor Myers, Cody Becker, and Molly Cruz rounding out the student crew, who always does a great job bringing you the live action here on YouTube. Handoff is to Lawhead. And also I'd like to do a little special shout out tonight to a colleague of ours who's moving on to some bigger and better things, Mike Baker, who always has provided us too with some great computer technology and advice over the years, especially for me, has really helped me out personally, and he is moving on from the district to take a position in IU10 in State College, and today was his last day at the high school, and it was very tough decision for him, but we'd like to wish him the best, and most of all thank him for all that he's done for us over the years.
Yeah, good luck, Bakes.
I mean, he'll still be around here with the band and, you know, helping out.
Still be at the woodshed.
Still be at the woodshed. But we would really like to congratulate him and most of all thank him for all of his support. Much appreciated, Mike. Good luck. .247 left here in the ball game.
I think the Mountain Lions
Altoona
are
20, Allderdice 9, 3rd and 16, and
run it down and call timeout with 1 second. So Marcus Day has been just chewing up the clock, chewing up yards. The 10-yard penalty set them back. Interesting to see if they get down any closer, if they would try the field goal here or just run the play. The field goal would put them up where Allderdice has to get 2 touchdowns in 2 minutes, which is very, very difficult, of course. Of course, 2 scores in 2 minutes is 2, so he might just run the ball,
yeah,
eat up some more time. Allderdice does have 2 timeouts left.
after the Mountain Lions take it over. Marcus Day will come back in.
Yeah, to get back to the kids, a lot of people don't know that it's you and I up here, and it is a complete 100% student-run broadcast
yeah.
otherwise. They do a great job.
Day on the keeper. He'll gain back a couple of the ones they lost, and it'll be 4th and 16.
Allderdice calls a timeout, and as a former kicker, I know Eisel's right next to the coach going, come on, coach. let's kick it. And I think he is just going to run a play, it looks like.
Yeah.
And if he gets it, so be it. If not,
run a little time off.
Run a little time off. Don't turn the ball over. You don't want the field goal blocked. Fourth and 15. Marcus Day with trips left. Try to spread the field out here. And they run the screen pass. Safe play to Lawhead. Breaks the tackle and scores. Missed tackle over there by Allderdice. Sprung Lawhead.
I guess they didn't need the first down.
They didn't need it.
26-9 with 2:22 left. That about puts the final nail in the coffin for Allderdice.
Nice safe play. They ran trips left, ran the screen to the right. Great play call. Marcus Day with his first varsity touchdown pass.
Eyes are in to attempt the extra point. This time the snap is good, and it looks like it extra point is good as well. So 26-9. 27-9. Sorry. Yeah.
Extra point was good this time.
It was good this time. 2:22 left in the ball game.
So that was a great play call right there. Nice safe play. If you don't get it, you don't get it, no big deal. But you give yourself a chance by actually trying to throw the screen pass. Lawhead with his third touchdown of the night. 2 on the ground, 1 through the air now. Without question, their most productive player in this early season so far. That's his 5th touchdown on the year.
So the Mountain Lions
No, 7th touchdown. I'm sorry, he had 4 coming in.
Wow.
He has 3. That's the 7th touchdown of the year.
So the Mountain Lions bounce back from the loss to Hollidaysburg in week 1 and blow out Williamsport last week, and this week doing a pretty good job here at 27-9 on the Dragons from Allderdice. It's a squib kick.
Musselman, the kicker.
And Bailey Musselman on a great tackle.
Nice play. I'm not sure he's supposed to do that. I think he's supposed to stay back and be the last line of defense.
Yeah.
But hey, it worked. It's a great play when it works, no matter what it is, right?
27-9, 2:15 left in the ball game. 1st and 10 from their own 28 for Allderdice.
And Allderdice is probably going to let it loose now. Just let it fly.
do short of the first down or very close.
Tackled by number 10, John Grant.
And that's the way Altoona wants it. Not big plays, 8-10 yards at a clip would be fine.
Long ball. Broken up
Pass intended for number
by
2,
Connor Adams and Isaiah Barnes.
Carries on 21, Connor Adams.
For a moment there, I thought you were referring to an old KC and the Sunshine Band song, That's the Way.
That's the way. I like it.
27-9, that's the way we like it here with Altoona.
Duggar took a heck of a shot. Duggar took a heck of a shot on that last one. I didn't know if he was going to get up.
He gets the ball out to Caldwell in the flat. He's going to get,
Nice shot.
Runs into his own guys.
pick up, I think, another first down.
And they can give him 10 or 11
John Jones.
for a first down.
John Jones on the stop.
12 yard completion.
Oh, personal foul on Allderdice. I didn't even see the flag.
I didn't either.
Must have been during the play too, so it'll be down over, I guess. Nullifies that play.
And I have no excuse this time, as the steam on the outside of our window has kind of evaporated on my part. So now I can actually see. 1:45 left here in the ball game. 27-9 Altoona. And Allderdice looking at a second and very long. Second and 32, and right through the hands of number 2, Dijon Hall. And I think that was Connor Adams. Nice job there, holding up a little bit.
Yeah,
Because if he would have hit him, he was going to hit him late.
just give him a shove instead of cleaning his clock. And that's, football has changed, you know, and it's for the better. I mean, you don't want to see people get hurt. You need your 3rd and 32 play.
They're looking downfield. And Duggar just runs it out of bounds. There's nothing open there, so it'll be a minute 25 left, and it'll be 4th and 32. And probably just run another play here, and then Altoona can run it out.
You're going to see some Altoona. I see him dropping back now. You're going to see some Altoona guys really deep, keep the play in front of you, and tackle.
They're going to rush 4. Lawhead almost got to Duggar, and it's going to be intercepted by number 83 for the Mountain Lions, Kyle Murray.
So Murray with the interception, that pretty much seals the game. Under other circumstances, you'd have lost 45 yards of field position there, but he wants an interception for the stats. And so good for him. He gets the interception, and the Mountain Lions will probably just kneel on it here. Allderdice only has 1 timeout left. They can't stop the clock enough with 1:17 to go. Victory formation for the Mountain Lions. Allderdice didn't even know there was a guy down. There was a guy, Allderdice player down on the Mountain Line sideline. That was Rayshon Caldwell. Nobody realized.
No. It's nice to see some great sportsmanship, though, going on while that was happening. You know, Altoona players and Allderdice players congratulating on each other on a game. And you like to see that because usually some of these games get chippy.
Right, right. That's the nature of football. You're
Yeah.
you're out there, you know, trying to beat the snot out of your opponent, but at the same time, you have that sportsmanship while you do it.
And respect for them, yeah.
Yes, it's a strange game that way. And Mountain Lions will kneel on it a couple times and try to, well, then we'll move to 2-1 on the season, a winning record which we haven't seen in a couple years actually. So that's pleasant. With Chambersburg team coming in next week, that by all accounts is not a powerhouse. So we'll see. You know, we'll see how that goes.
That will actually be the first mid-pen game, correct, for the
First
Mountain Lions.
mid-pen game for the Mountain Lions. Yes.
Mountain Lions take the knee.
So that we.
They probably will not put it into play. Now it's good. They don't have to run another play.
So as we bring it into week 3, the Mountain Lions celebrate as they move to 2-1 on the season. Allderdice goes to 0-3. And so we would like to say the final score tonight, Altoona 27 and Allderdice 9. Again, I would like to thank the Mountain Lion television crew and all the viewers who watch us tonight. Have a great evening, folks, and we will see you next week versus Chambersburg here from Mansion Park. Good night.